Welcome back. So in this section, we are going to quickly look at some of the demo version of Tableau. So what I mean by demo version is, let's say you just joined a company, and let's say you have been given some data, like let's say, let me open Excel. Let's say I have some data. I just joined a store or something, so I was given some data, so I just click the data elements. So I'm looking at analyzing this data, or you are asked by your company to come up with some kind of analysis of this data on to see which one is really performing well, or which which area is really performing well, and which categories are really performing well and which are not really performing well. So let's look at the data. If you look at this data, it's pretty huge. It has a lot of data in it. It has a lot of metrics, and it talks about returns and stuff. It talks about different people, and it has a lot of all the orders all the way back from 2000. Looks like we have a huge amount of data. Let's see how many rows we have. We have about 9,900 rows. So let's see if we can quickly. I want to basically give you a first look at Tableau in this case. So let me just open Tableau, so you can have Tableau and right click and open that Tableau up. So the moment you open Tableau, we will talk about how to connect to all of this in detailedly in our sections later. But just to, let's say I want to connect to an Excel, I just say okay, sample superstore. I just opened up. I want to analyze my order, so I just drag it quickly. I go to the sheets, and it by default gives me something. We will talk about all of this in detail, but let's say we wanted to look at based on the category. So let's see if I have the category. Okay, let me drag the category right here. I want the category, and I'm looking at the total sales. So I want the sales right there. Okay, I got kind of some graphic, and but these are numeric. I'm more like looking at graphical, as I said, visualization. So this kind of is giving me a kind of, if I click the show me, okay, it kind of is giving me something right there. So let me see if I can make this a bit more detailed using subcategory. So I'm just kind of adding the subcategory. This kind of makes kind of more of a sense. So let me quickly visualize it, and looks like I got at a high level what I'm looking for. And let me see if I looks like in each furniture or office supplies or technology, I was able to kind of get that visualization. So let me remove category out of it and see at a subcategory level. So let me see. So it's pretty easy to remove stuff. So looks like at a high level I know what's going on here. And let me see if I can add the profit to some of the coloring. Like if you remember, in one of our earlier sections we did that. So let me see if I can add profit. Wow, this looks really cool. So looks like phones is pretty interesting. So in phones I made a 330k sale, where I have about 44,000 profit, which is pretty impressive. So let's see if I can add a year to this. So so this you can keep going on adding this. So this is one thing that I got with the same underlining data. I was able to kind of quickly give you a visualization, and you can basically share this like we did this in less than a couple of minutes. So you will be in a position, once you complete this course, to generate views at this pace. So this is very impressive. So as I said, let's do one more quick thing. So let's say we have something called city, like, or zip or something like that. Let's say city. So once I click city and I say show me, okay, it gives me some kind of view. So let me double click this one, and so looks like city is not a valid geographical code. So let's see what we can do. Let's say this is country. We have some data around there. So ship mode. Okay, let's see if I can drag my city onto here, and then I can say profit onto my color. Okay, field maps are not available in city geographic. So, but at a high level, if you look at it, it kind of is kind of giving me something. So let me. So it is kind of telling me what I can do. So I can isolate certain things. and I can basically play with the data very much in detail. So let's say these are geographical codes. Let's use state for kind of visualizing it better. So when I add state, I'm getting the reason I'm getting too many is because my detail is at a city. So let me remove the city. Okay, don't we will talk about the city geographic in detail. So if you look at this, when I added the state, I at a high level I was able to tell you that Texas is not performing great, whereas California is one of the best performing states. So you can add your sale to your label, so that talks about, and you can have your profit to your label. So that kind of tells you that okay, my sale is in California is 450K. On that I made 76,000 profit, whereas in Texas I made the opposite. So just by looking at this graph, you are in a position to talk about which of the states are performing good and which of the states are not performing good, and you can analyze for that matter, or you can search on the map. You can just say, okay, give me all these states. Basically, if you're looking at something like the northeastern states, you can, okay, give me all these states that I want to analyze. You can then click on it and you can drill down into that, and you can view the data right there on Illinois, what is the generated sale and stuff. So as I told you, you can do all of this in a matter of seconds. So this is amazing, right? So this is what I was talking about in the first look of Tableau. This is amazing. So to end this section of the introduction, so this completes the section 1 of introduction, where we talked about we started off with introduction to Tableau, why it is. We talked about attentive processing, non-attentive processing. We talked about data analytics. Then we went to tableau.com. We talked about bits of the day. Then we looked at Tableau, installing Tableau. Then we were able to see how to install Tableau. And in the meantime, we were also looking at the jobs for Tableau, how interesting they are and how is it growing, how the job market is in United States and across the globe. This is where we got the first look about Tableau. So this concludes the first section of the 7 sections, where we talked about how to install Tableau and how to get the first look. So starting in the next section, we will quickly talk about connecting data to Tableau and how to quickly visualize Tableau. Thank you and have a nice